Yeah, I read a couple of those. There's a couple people in the crowd. I remember their predictions for what we got. Man, we defied all expectations. Nobody thought we could do this. Nobody thought we could ever do this, especially not this season. And man, we did it, and we did it in a very dominant fashion.
Steve?
Man, it's just so cool to have to see my teammates have my back like that, and to see them supporting me and doing all that. Man, that was something. That was such a cool moment, and man, it was so great just to see that and experience that.
On the left, Aaron.
Aidan, you guys talk a lot in the offseason about the changes.
Yep.
When would you compare to you first cross your mind this was possible?
I really think it was a consistent belief, really from week one. You know, we saw what we were about against Western Michigan, and I knew we had something special off the jump. So, you know, really the whole time I knew we had something special, and you know, just the way we built the team, the foundation, the high energy throughout the whole offseason. I mean that doesn't amount to wins, but you know, it amounts to the culture and the and the investment of the guys on the team.
On the right, Brad.
For both of you guys, you talked about not having a letdown after the jubilation last week. What did you make of the effort coming back from this, and how were you guys able to prevail and to not have that letdown?
Yeah, we all just refocused. It was really hard after such an emotional win last week. I mean, it was insane. But you know, we had to refocus. It was honestly hard a little bit, you know, personally, to get over that, just because it was something that you've been thinking about for years. But you know, as you can see, you know, we got our game plan. We focused on that, and you know, we had a very dominant win today.
Jim, how'd you get them to refocus?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the same answer, Brad. You know, like, when did you know that this was going to be a special team, or how did you know that they would refocus? And it's the same qualities. And I love this team. There's no team I love more than this team, but it's the same qualities. I think back to the USD team we had in 2005 and 2006, and the Stanford team in 2009 and 2010, and the 49er team 11, 12, and 13. It's just the way they approach it. They give it their best every day. And then you just that simple thing. And nobody ever thinks it's that simple, but it's that simple. There's 1,000 other little things that go into it, but when you're around a group of guys and you watch them, making sure that they give it their best, their very best, you know, every single day. And Aidan did lead that. I mean, that was you know, from January, you could see, you know, when he went into the weight coaches and said, you know, I'm coming back, and every time I step into this weight room, make sure you ring me out, get everything out of me. And you know, you could tell he was hungry, and the weight coaches said, yeah, this can be an all-you-can-eat buffet in here, and he ate it up. And that became contagious, and others followed. But yeah, just this is who they are. They give it their very best every day.
In the middle, Chris.
Jim, Iowa's defense seemed pretty aggressive in the first half. Can you just talk about the second half adjustments? There seemed to be some more check with me and reaction to what they were doing.
Yeah, you know, we knew first of all, Donovan Edwards. We had that play that was ready for prime time. It's been ready for prime time for about 7 weeks. First put it in before he hurt his ankle, and then when he came back, started greasing it up again, and knew that one was going to work. We had it planned early. As soon as we got on the left hash after the fourth play, we were going to run that, and he's never missed on that throw. Sometimes he throws it off his left, his right foot. He's always on the move, running when he throws it, and every time it's a dime. And Roman did a great job tracking it down, and you know, that was big. So we hit some big plays. Blake's huge run in in the first half, and I don't think Iowa's had a run against them over 30 yards, all season. So, that was big. I mean, they're really great. They're the 9th-ranked defense in the country. And then second half, we went exclusively pretty much to check with me's at the line of scrimmage, and felt like we knew when they were blitzing, what they were doing. Great job by Josh Gaddis. Great job by Mike McDonald and the defensive staff. Great job by the offensive staff. Great job by the special teams. How about the block punt? I don't know how Cornelius Johnson was able to. He didn't look like he was near position to block that punt, but somehow he contorted and got his left arm and hand in there to block that punt. But it was, great complimentary football.
100%.
Once again, by the Michigan Wolverines.
All right, Mike.
Tim, you guys came so far in a year, but can you feel the weight, even through that, can you feel the weight of having brought Michigan back to the Big Ten championship after the drought, and to the brink, to the likelihood of playing for the national championship?
Oh yeah, I mean, I could feel it. We all could. We talked about it last night. I mean, what more? I mean, how much more can we pile into one game? The importance of one game, and it's a lot. Yeah, the championship, chance to go to the playoffs, to walk past the sign we all walk by. Those who stay will be champions. To make that valid and that true. For guys to live on really in Schembechler Hall forever. I mean, his picture's going to be up there on the All-American wall. Every guy in the team picture is going to be up there as part of a Big Ten champion. We got a banner in Glick Fieldhouse. It's going to say Big Ten champion, and and also. I just knew that they would handle it because they give it their very best every single day, whatever they're doing. And so, when Aidan came to me, and it was Aidan who came to me and wanted to dedicate this game to Tate Meir, yes, let's do that. Let's do that. And that was huge. And then when it was 42 points, and we all looked up there, we were like, describe that, because
My God. God works in mysterious ways, man. It's crazy.
And when you read all the accounts, and talking to Coach Line at Oxford High School, Tate was a warrior, football player, wrestler, best athlete in the school, and the best athlete in the school could have easily made it out of that school and been the first one out. But you just know that he was, while people were running away from that fire, he was running into it, and he's a hero. I'm glad that our players got soul too. They got big hearts, incredible guys, led by this young man right here.
Time for a couple more with the guys.
And the other thing too, can I just add one thing?
Absolutely.
On top of being great football players, they're even better people. And I've always felt that I've drawn the long straw here in being able to coach them. They're a joy to coach. They've been raised great by their parents, so I'm not taking any part of that credit. But I mean, there's been zero distractions in Schembechler Hall, off the field, and that's going on, 3 or 4 years now of no off-field incidents. Just just guys that are, of high character, great football players, even better people.
Coach, you brought up Tate Meir and the Oxford situation. what did it mean to have Tate's family there on the sideline with you guys, at least for the coin toss and for the beginning parts of that game?
It was incredible. I mean, I give Ward, Aidan came to me. I went to Ward, and they put everything together, and we just, how could we honor him? How could we honor his memory? It's a community that needs all of our prayers, every one of them, and we just, we wanted to offer that up. We wanted to offer our prayers to a community that desperately needs it, and offer them up to the one who conquered death, and also honor Tate Meir and his bravery, his courage.
In the middle, Bob.
For both of you guys, you talked about obviously the long road and early on 6 and 6, whatever people didn't. Was there ever a point, Jim, for you and you, Aidan, that you thought this day wouldn't get here? That it would seem so elusive? Did you ever think it wasn't going to get here? This day, winning the championship.
Well, nobody's owed anything. Nobody's entitled to anything. But as I said, when you're around a group of guys that attack everything, where they attack their schoolwork, their practice, and they want to give it their very best, I mean, you got a good feeling it's going to happen. But nobody's owed anything, and they did a tremendous job earning it, and really proud of them.
Yeah, that was obviously one of our goals going into the season, but there's no guarantees in life. There's no guarantees that you're going to win anything. But as we got closer and closer to that Ohio State game, I mean, that was the big test for us, I think. And I think when we beat them, that we knew, we're a really good football team, and we got a really good chance to win this next game because, Ohio State was a very talented team. But, I think just beating Ohio State just I think everybody's mentals for sure, just their minds, we knew we overcame them, and we're moving on to bigger and better things,
And part of the beauty of when you give it your very best, then you're proud of whatever you accomplish. And it's awesome that you accomplished the championship, but that's the beautiful thing about giving it your very best. Whatever you do accomplish, you feel good about.
Cole.
Yeah, Jim, you talk about how enjoyable it is to coach this team. Why? Give us an example of what is enjoyable on a day-to-day basis.
Well, I've given you several already. Great group of guys. They're better, great players, even better people. No distractions up there. They're great kids, and great young men. I call them my mighty men and women of Michigan football. I mean, that's what they are to me. Why are they enjoyable on a daily basis? Because they always got a smile on their face. They're always looking to get in. They're not looking to get out of stuff. I don't have to talk them into things. Sometimes I got to pull them back, because they've done too much. But those, all those reasons, and their mental is. I mean, I'd argue that their mental health is great because they give it their very best every day. Therefore, they don't have guilt that they didn't give it their very best. They don't have regret that they didn't give it everything they had. And I think a lot of the people that don't give it their very best have guilt about that. They have regret. Not these guys.
Last question for these guys. Right here.
Coach, going back to the 42 points, was that all on your mind heading into that last drive that we get the 42 and all, and does the patch stay the rest of the season?
It was not. It was not until it was actually up there. Until Moody kicked the extra point, and we just, man, it hit me when I was came over to talk. Hey, That's 42 up
I
there.
know, goosebumps.
Yeah.
Does it stay at the patch day for the whole season, for the rest of the season, playoffs?
Sure.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.